How are you? And welcome to another unboxing here on the Angry Hero 79 channel. I am the Angry Hero, and today I'm opening the WCW Toy Biz main event wrestlers Goldberg and Sid Vicious. This is from the year 2000, if I am correct. Yes, 2000. And it is, again, the main event wrestlers, as you might have seen in the previous video that I discussed with the Luger and Sting ones, but these are a rare line because they came towards the end of the line and they were not as plentiful and not as easy to come across. And you're just happy to see them, I guess, at some points. And normally I wouldn't have made the jump to buy this Goldberg particularly because I already have a Sid, but we'll look at the Sid. We'll see if it's the same as the Power Slam one. But this Goldberg, as I'll point out, is unique due to his facial expression. Now on the back, it's just like the other main event ones. You have a big paragraph talking about a match that they were in, and you also got some instructions on how to do moves. In particular, Goldberg since it's a Smash and Slam figure, it just comes with the same action that those figures do. And Sid, instead of having a girder, like a lighting girder, he has a whatever this is, a trash can, a trash can that he uses to smash across his knee instead of hitting somebody with it. I don't know why he's not hitting anybody with it, but I don't know. We'll find out. If we see if it even fits in his hands, I'd like to. It'd be nice because, like, per the last one of these I opened, the chair fell apart for Luger, and that didn't help matters. So I'm just curious to see if this will fit. And I'm curious. I'm curious about this Sid. I wonder if it's any different. Since I read the other paragraph, I will read this paragraph to you. They do talk about their feud from the fall of '99, in particular where they battled over the U.S. title. I just finished watching most of that, and it's pretty good. Sid's pretty awesome. I like Sid. The clash between these two wrestling superstars was one of the most anticipated matches of 1999. Fans couldn't wait to see these powerful champions face off for the U.S. heavyweight title at Halloween Havoc. The only way someone could win this match is by forcing the opponent to say, "I quit." As he made his way to the ring, Goldberg was attacked by the outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Not even their blows could phase the powerful brawler. Sid seized the opportunity and launched his attack on Goldberg. The two arch rivals battled both in and out of the ring. The action in the match between these two evenly matched titans was nonstop. Each warrior tried to get each other to admit defeat and say, "I quit." The tide turned back and forth several times until the referee deemed Sid too hurt to continue after he badly gashed his head. Goldberg was declared the winner by forfeit, but you could be sure that these two behemoths will face off again. And they did at Starcade. No, World War Three. No, Mayhem. God damn it! They faced off at Mayhem, and that was a submission match as well. The catch was that prior, they don't mention it in this paragraph here, but prior to the bout, Goldberg attacked Sid at some point and busted him open. And then when they had the match, Goldberg and busting him Sid open again, which was it was a pretty good blade job by pretty good gore, I guess you would say, by Sid. It was pretty intense, and they just kind of stopped the match on his account because he was too bloody and too beaten. Although I'm certain that wasn't really the case, in real, as a shoot. So, anyways, let's see these figures here. We got them here in the blister package. As you can see, we come with a trash can. Here's the trash can. It is pretty hard plastic, and the lid does not come off. It says WCW on it, so WCW is trash. They had a lot of trash accessories in this WCW line, and like literal trash. Like there's a trash dumpster. There's probably other trash cans. And then you have the belt for Goldberg, which I think is the same belt that came with the Smash and Slam. Or maybe that one might have just said WCW, but this one says Goldberg on it. So I've got 3 of these belts now. This Goldberg, of course, is a version of the Smash and Slam figure that was produced many times in this line, but used in different ways. They just slapped on different heads because that's what you do with Goldberg. You put on different heads, and here's him doing the jackhammer, which kind of reminds me of the Ripper in Last Action Hero, and he just had an action figure that just went like this, giving you the heave ho. But the reason why this one was unique to me is because this head on Goldberg, and it's kind of stiff, and I'm afraid to move it. And I'm not going to move it because I'm not going to have a broken Goldberg. But this Goldberg's head is also used on another figure, and I haven't quite figured out which one it is yet. Because originally I thought it was, I think it's this one. Okay, so I think it's, if I'm looking at this head, I'm gonna say that this is a Bruisers Goldberg. That we came remember he came with pants, but mine doesn't have pants. This is Goldberg. This is the face close up, and mine's got a bit of a beard. Beard is worn off on it, but you kind of get the gist. You look at this one, kind of the same figure or same head. Teeth are a bit cleaner here. Obviously, the beard is better. The ears kind of look the same to me. Also, there's like the facial lines that are not as pronounced. They're more pronounced here because the eyes are done differently, whereas the eyes are, I think, done just more of in a normal style. Just made it a bit more, yeah. Just didn't accentuate. I think it's the eyebrows here. You can see the eyebrows, and also you could tell by the back of the head. He's got the pack of Franks on the back of his head here. So this is a unique figure unto itself. It's a Smash and Slam with a Bruiser's head. Now, looking at this Sid, you could see a difference, but it's strictly in skin tone, and it's a slight variation of it. Okay, the main event one is much darker, whereas the Power Slam one is not as dark. And the hair does have is a bit darker in some regards on the main event one as well. I mean, it's basically the same kind of structure. Everything else is pretty much the same. Boots are the same. Mine already has some paint chipping off of it, so I guess I don't know if it's just a thing that happens, when these figures get old. And he does the same move, as you can hear. He does his knee, and whether or not he can actually do something with this trash can is to be determined. Let's see if we can actually get it in his hands. So I guess he would hold it in some way. Do this, and yeah, it doesn't really work. It's this gimmick, this kick gimmick. I don't think it really is supposed to. It doesn't. Well, I don't know if it's supposed to work, but it doesn't. I mean, it works in theory, but because he can do the move, but it's not. It's just a weird gimmick. Like Sid was not known for his big knees. I mean, he did throw a few knees, but he's not known for being a knee guy. I will say I'm amused, though, because upon further inspection, this left leg is a bit of a different color, as you can even tell on this camera here. I mean, it's interesting that it kicks up high enough because the leg is kind of. It's also interesting enough that this knee is also springy. So if you want to do like whatever, it's like a low key move, like wrestler low key. It does like a move like that. Somebody else does that too. I forgot who it was, but it does make it hard for him to stand. He also is something. I wonder if does this have the same mechanism? Okay, yeah, he has the arms that go up and down. So there you go. Like he can do his deal. That's all I got to say about this. There's really not much else because both of these figures are kind of re-releases, and there's not really much else to say about them other than the Goldberg, which clearly his head is different than that of, or is the same as another figures, but it's on a standard Smash and Slam body. But I am glad to have this. I got another Sid, so that's cool, and I got a different Goldberg. So it's actually I think it's worth your time to track it down if you're a collector and you're trying to complete this series. It's worth your time. It's a bit pricey, but you could find it out there. if you're hunting for it. I did see another one on eBay, and yeah, you can see for yourself and make a big decision if whether or not it's worth your collection because those main events, man, those are hard to track down. But I got lucky on both that one and the Sting one, so I'm pretty happy. Thanks for watching. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Angry Hero Sean. You can find my podcast, Worst Collection Ever, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and pretty much every other podcast carrier out there where I talk about comic books with my wife Jen. And please rate and review this video if you think this video is worth rating. You know, we definitely would appreciate that. Leave a comment. And thanks for watching. And subscribe to the channel too. That would be really cool too. But again, thanks for watching. And we'll talk to you again next time. Stay safe out there.